Chapter 8, Lesson 2 is Writing Inequalities. To rent a car, Enterprise charges $55 a day with unlimited miles, and we're looking at a daily rental right here. At Hertz, it's $25 a day plus 20 cents per mile. And the question is, when is Enterprise less? And those two are your key words. When is Enterprise less? So we want to know when this one right here is less or smaller. From here, you will subtract 25 from both sides, and that becomes 30 is less than 0.2x. And when you do 30 divided by 0.2, you end up with 150 is less than x. So 150 is less than x, or you can say that x is greater than 150. So Enterprise is cheaper for more than 150 miles. Number 2, the average of Jim's 2 test scores must be at least a 90 to get an A. He got a 95 on his first test. We don't know what the second test is, and we're going to average those. And 90 is the least, is the smallest score he can get. And it could be equal to 90. From there, we're going to multiply both sides by 2. And that becomes 95 plus x is greater than or equal to 180. And when you subtract 95 from both sides, x is greater than or equal to 85. And what that means in words then is the test score needs to be 85 or more in order for him to get a 90 in the class. Number 3, USA Today charges a fee of $650 plus $80 a week to run an ad. Grand Rapids Press charges $145 a week. The question is, when will the cost of the USA Today be less expensive than the Grand Rapids Press? So you want to know when this one, the USA Today, is less. From there, you subtract 80x from both sides, and that becomes 650 is less than 65x. And when you divide both sides by 65, you end up with 10 is less than x. For me, I prefer that to write that as x is greater than 10, or the number of weeks is greater than 10. So USA Today is less expensive after 10 weeks. Number 4, Paula raised $325 for her team's softball team. So $325. She's going to add some more money, and she wants to raise at least $605. So that's the smallest amount. From there, you're going to subtract 325 from both sides. And this is your answer. M is greater than or equal to 280. So in words, I would say $280 or more. Number 5, to win a blue ribbon for the heaviest pumpkin crop at the county fair, the average weight of Susan's 2 pumpkins must be greater than 819. So 819 is the average, or it has to be greater than that. So the average here has to be greater than 19. The first pumpkin weighs 887 pounds. We don't know what the second pumpkin is, but we're going to average them. From there, you multiply both sides by 2, and that becomes 887 plus P is greater than 1638. Hope you can still see this. And when you subtract 887 from both sides, you end up with P is greater than 751. So in words, that pumpkin must weigh over 751 pounds. And 6, Henry has a job paying $31,000 and is going to get a $1,500 a year raise. Larry has a job paying $18,000 a year and is getting a $2,500 a year raise. Guess I should put those variables in there. For what span of time is Larry making more? So you want to know when this one is more. So you subtract 1,500x from both sides, and you have 31,000 is less than 18,000 plus 1,000x. And when you subtract 18,000, you end up with 13,000 is less than 1,000x, or 13 is less than x. I prefer to write that as x is greater than 13, and then you can say Larry makes more after 13 years.